calls.
I'm Chip Osowski in Montgomery County. You might think the people who live around this fire station would get help quickly in an emergency, but that's not necessarily true. You see, this is one of the fire departments in rural Montgomery County, and right now they don't even have an ambulance here. So if someone needed one, they'd have to wait for one to come from, say, Troy, and that might take 20 to 30 minutes depending on traffic. Emergency services officials say they can only do so much with the resources that they currently have.
Now, the county has several newer ambulances to help with that response time, but in all, only 8 to cover the entire county. On the TV show Rescue 911, when someone calls for help, it takes just minutes for help to arrive.
But in some rural counties, it takes more than just a few minutes. One of those is Montgomery County. It's due south of the Piedmont Triad. Chip Osowski found out why help there could be as much as 30 minutes away.
This Montgomery County ambulance just got back from a call, and it took less than a minute to get there. It was only a block away, but some response times aren't so impressive.
We may have as much as a 30-minute response time in some of the more distant areas of the county. That's unusual, but more than 20 minutes is going to happen 2, 3, 4 times a month.
If you're wondering why it takes so long sometimes, all you have to do is look at a map. Depending on what day of the week it is, an emergency responder may have to drive from here all the way to here just to answer a call. With only 8 ambulances in the entire county, EMS officials say it's impossible to be everywhere.
You cannot place an ambulance in every community. I mean, you'd like to, but you just don't have the volume to justify the expense.
That's not to say more populated counties don't have problems of their own. This is videotape of a Guilford County ambulance just trying to make it through traffic. But Guilford's average response times look pretty good, with the average at 7 minutes. Forsyth County comes in at 6. Kearns says things are improving with better equipment and vehicles, but he says when you're trying to cover so much ground with scarce resources, help will be a little farther than a phone call away.
911, what is your emergency?
Chip Osowski, the Piedmont News Channel.
A little footnote we're happy to pass along to you. Montgomery County EMS workers have received national awards for their work in the field.
Working against the odds sometimes, too. And let's see what kind of weather we're going to usher summer in with this year, Frank.